Welcome to my channel where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. In our country, Nigeria, the more things change, the more they remain the same. And Nigeria is a study on what a country must not do if it is to move from a third world to a first world country. Nigeria is blessed with abundant mineral resources, human resources. Yet, this is a country that is the poverty capital of the world. To show you how things always remain the same in a crisis situation, look at what is happening to Dangote Refineries. The federal government, after Executive Council meeting recently, declared that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has given the order to the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited to make crude oil available to Dangote Refineries in Naira. That decision was applauded by most well-meaning Nigerians. I remember during the campaign, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, said that that's one of the things he would do, that he would sell crude oil to local refineries in Naira to stop dollarization of Nigeria's economy. Now, while the president was held for that decision, not many people were aware that the NNPCL has no crude even to sell to anybody, any local refinery in Nigeria. In other words, the order of the president was merely for the optics, or so it seemed. This is because it was like somebody knowing that he has no money in the bank and he issues a check. And what do we call that? The college have issued a dot check. You know you don't have money and you issue the check. It's even an offense. Well, it has now been revealed that the NNPCL do not have crude to be able to sell to Dangote or other refineries. Now, Daily Post spoke to some experts in the sector who explained what is going on. And interestingly, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, being the Minister of Petroleum, the senior Minister of Petroleum Resources, ought to have known that NNPCL does not have the capacity to be able to supply crude to Dangote and other refineries. Yet, they went ahead to make Federal Executive Council declaration ordering crude to be sold to Dangote. The managing partner, BBH Consulting and convener, Public Interest Advocacy Network, PIAN, Barrister Ame Madaki, has said that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's order on crude oil sales in Naira will not solve Dangote Refinery's crisis. He said this is because the country had no spare crude oil to sell to any refinery. The country has no spare crude oil to sell to any refinery. According to him, the crude oil forward sale contracts secured for Nigeria by NNPCL meant that there was barely any production from the current 1.2 million barrels per day to sell to local refineries. In other words, there is no crude oil available to sell to Dangote. You can see that the crisis that local refineries, including that of Dangote, are facing in Nigeria is not yet over. Ahmed said that the best way out was to sell the crude oil for domestic consumption at a well-held cost of production. At a well-held cost of production. Another energy expert, Joseph Eleojo, said, where is NNPC getting the crude oil to sell to Dangote and other refineries? That's the question he posed to Daily Post. So where is NNPCL getting the crude oil to sell to Dangote and other refineries? All this goes on to tell Nigerians, according to him, he said all this goes on to tell Nigerians why the local refineries have never worked for the past 35 years. That is the dilemma we found ourselves in this country. We have consistently had leaders who have failed to live up to the expectation of the Nigerian people, especially in the management of one of our biggest assets, our crude oil, which the Almighty blessed this nation with. How can a major oil producing country like Nigeria, we have been producing oil now for over 50 years, and we have a company in Nigeria, he cannot even have access to the crude oil to be able to process it for domestic use. It is a reminder. Nigeria is a reminder of what happens to a nation when it has sold its soul to kleptocrats, all in the name of politics. But at the end of the day, it is the Nigerian people that are suffering. Suffering amidst plenty. Suffering amidst enormous resources that could have made every Nigerian to be as wealthy as every Saudi Arabian. But here we are. Despite having all this oil and everything else, Nigerians live like paupers. All thanks to our leaders who have sold their soul to mammon. If not, how can a nation overflowing with crude oil not have enough to be able to supply to its refineries? This is a big shame that Nigeria has brought to Africa and to the black race because of our leaders' inability to think outside the box, to think outside their immediate financial gains. Now you have heard it from industry experts. There is no crude oil anywhere for Dangote. No crude. They have already sold crudes in advance. Sold the crude in advance. Barely nothing left to give to Dangote. At the end of the day, Dangote and other refineries may end up importing fuel from outside until the contract that NNPCL signed with foreign entities runs out. Only God knows when. And I learned that some of those contracts are allegedly attached to loans. When is Nigeria going to be free from these oil oligarchs that has held this country hostage for so long? That's my take on this matter. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.